Hello and a very warm welcome to Talking Germany, and for this, our special Christmas edition of the show, our guest is a man who is a former tennis professional, a leading entrepreneur, a prominent socialite and a dedicated philanthropist, and he is Hermann Bühlbecker. Thank you very, very much for joining us today on Talking Germany.
It's a big pleasure to be here.
Pleasure for me too. Hermann Bühlbecker, you're here for very many reasons. I'm looking forward to talking about them all, but you're here for one very special reason. It's the Christmas season, and we've got these printing that I've been talking about down here. I'm going to try one of them now. I'm going to which one do you recommend to me?
Take the long chocolate covered
one.
Yeah, there you have the gingerbread, and you have it chocolate covered. And
very nice.
The secret is a recipe of the spices.
It's a secret recipe. You're
Cinnamon,
not going to share that?
No, this is something. We are more than 320 years old, and we share the recipe, especially of the spices. But the taste is a mixture of the special sugar, brown sugar. It's the special honey. We have chocolate, everything around this.
I'm still chewing away. Delightful, very, very spicy.
Yeah.
Food is always eaten in combinations. When I'm eating a printing like this, what should I be drinking with it? Should it be coffee or should it be something like Glühwein, that mulled German wine?
Glühwein is wonderful, but of course you can eat it with coffee and with tea. In Germany, it belongs to the time from September to December. It's not only Christmas, it's autumn and Christmas. And if you have coffee time or tea time, you have these products there. They belong to the time before Christmas.
Okay. And I've heard, is this true that, Angela Merkel, for example, sometimes has them in her bag when she travels overseas for foreign heads of state and what have you as a present?
Yeah, Aachener Printen and the Nuremberg gingerbread.
Yeah.
These are typical German specialities. We are producing both. And they are so German, not everyone knows them in the world. So already Chancellor Kohl brought these products all over the world. And I got letters from the American presidents, from Bush Senior, Reagan, Carter, Clinton, and they all got this as a German gift, as a German, and they liked it because they didn't know it. So it's a speciality from Germany, which is not known everywhere and belongs so strong to German taste.
Great stuff. Now, as I've already hinted, Hermann Bühlbecker has a very busy life indeed, with very many facets, as we find out now.
Hermann Bühlbecker loves to entertain. Top names from the world of politics, showbiz, and industry gather at his legendary chocolate party during the annual Cologne Confectionery Trade Fair. A PR professional, Bühlbecker knows how to present his products and himself too. He has been in the cookie and chocolate business for over 30 years. He took over the Aachen-based Lambert's company from his uncle in 1976. The company was in dire financial straits back then. Bühlbecker introduced new products. Since it was founded in 1688, Lambert's had specialized in gingerbread, a seasonal specialty. Now it's not only Germany's oldest confectioner, but also the second largest. Hermann Bühlbecker was born in 1950 in Aachen, the son of an architect. He paid for his economics course by working as a tennis pro. He still supports the sports world to this day, sponsoring the world's top show jumping event, the CHIO in Aachen. He also backs the German Sport Foundation and Aachen Football Club. His favorite sport remains tennis, and he even has his own in-house team. Lambert's Aachen was German champion in 2008. Alongside celebrities including Sharon Stone, Bühlbecker is also a committee member for the U.S. AIDS Foundation, AMFAR. Stars like Mick Jagger, Grace Jones, and Diana Kruger are among those who attend the charity's annual fundraising gala in Cannes. Bühlbecker has also been a supporter of Bill Clinton's Global Initiative program since 2006. But he's also a man with another mission. to make life a little bit sweeter. His exotic calendars are popular with friends and business associates. Just 1,000 of them are printed each year. He always visits the photo shoots, but today he has taken time out to be our guest on Talking Germany. Hermann Bühlbecker.
Hermann Bühlbecker, indeed. I don't know where to start. Tennis player, businessman, socialite. You're very good at what you do. And when I was thinking about the show and thinking about, what we might talk about, I was trying to work out where does it come from that Hermann Bühlbecker is so good at these things that he does. And I had an intuition. I thought, his mother.
Yes, of course, it's education, everything starts. And I got a lot of motivation from my family to keep the old heritage, 320 years old company belonging to a city like Aachen, what was the main city many years ago in the time of Charles the Great. And so there is, of course, a responsibility and a responsibility for the family, for the products, and maybe a social responsibility for the company and to be an entrepreneur.
You didn't talk about your mother.
Yeah, because she gave the education. She is the one who told you, do something out of your life. And even if you do sports, try to do it good, not only to play a little bit here and there, do something with your life. And if you do something, then try to be good in this.
That sounds good. The socializing you do, you're very good at the socializing. And some people say, well, look, it's a business strategy. It's a strategy, I think you've said it yourself. As the owner of the company, I've got to get out into the open and do public relations. I've got to be a multiplier. But my feeling is that there's more to it than that you are a people person, that's a passion of yours.
I think it's always good in life if you are somebody who is in business but is not only interested in business. It's good if you have a network with people from politics, from film, from sports, and it's good for yourself, but it's good for your company, and it's good for everybody, for the others as well. And if you are, for example, meet somebody like Clinton, who is maybe the best networker in the world, then you can learn how to bring people together and to get, at the end of the day, what you want. He wants them to support good things in the world. I want them to support other things. So I think networking is more than ever a very important thing in life.
And the networking you've done, you've established a very impressive network of contacts and friends. Among all those people, who is the most charismatic person?
This is, of course, ex-President Clinton. He is the most charismatic person because if he comes in a room, you realize here is somebody, he has to say something, and he brings people to listen, and he brings people to commit, and he brings people to do. And that's what you have to do at the end. You know a lot of people who talk and talk and talk, but he brings people to action. And that is how it should work.
What's the difference? How does he do it?
He brings the people close to each other. He has 4 big aims. Poverty, to fight against poverty, global warming, education and health. Health is fight against malaria, against AIDS. And he has very good subjects. And behind these big subjects, you can bring a lot of people all over the world. And if you are able to bring the big organizations in the world and tell them that you expect something from them and that you want results at the end, and that are commitments, and that's what's really needed, and he gains it.
Okay. Hermann Bühlbecker is somebody who knows a lot about networking. He's somebody who knows an awful lot about sport and sporting stars. Now, even the biggest of sporting stars can sometimes struggle when it comes to reinventing themselves after their sports careers have drawn to an end. Here in Germany, there's an organisation that offers a helping hand. I know you're very committed to this organisation. Just tell me a little bit more about your involvement.
I think sports is something very important for us all. And so we thought about supporting sport. And there are different areas in which we are doing this. But what we just saw is the Sports Foundation. That are people who are supported to do their sports by this foundation. The foundation is looking for money to give them the chance to train every day, a part of their business. They all are working. These are more half professional or amateurs.
Yeah.
So they have to go to the Olympics and they want to win medals. So I think it's good that we have a foundation who helps these people to have time to train, that they are able to do something for their sport. That is the one hand. The other hand is that we have our own tennis professional team. We became German champion 2008, 2009. We have 7 from the best 100 in the world playing for our team. So we support the big sport as well. We support the biggest horse tournament in the world, the Chio in Aachen. We do something for the football club in our town, who is in the 2nd division. So I think for a company who produces sweets, it's good if they support sport, because that is an aim from us to do more than just produce our products. We have a responsibility in this.
Yeah, a great thing too. But let's just go back to the sports personalities, because I think a lot of our viewers would be surprised that somebody can go through to an Olympic final, possibly pick up a medal, and then after their career finishes, not have enough money to be able to continue on the next path.
You will not believe this, but in most of the sports, it is like this. There are some sports which are very interesting for the media. Football, tennis, and some more. But all the others, they don't get the attention. They are wonderful sportsmen, personalities, and they don't get the attention. So I think it's good to support them, because they cannot live from that what they do in sports.
OK, we're talking here, it's the Christmas season, it's the time of charity and it's the time of goodwill. Apart from the fact that it's good for your company to be sponsoring initiatives like this, you're involved in in Elton John's AIDS initiative, you're involved in the Bill Clinton initiative. Just tell me a little bit more about your personal motivation for wanting to be out there and helping.
Yes. I think if a company has a special size, we have more than 500 million euro sales, we have more than 3,000 people working for our company. I think you have a responsibility which is going far more than just to produce your products and just to look after the people working for you. And that's why we were thinking what could be an aim where we go to. And then we said, for example, the fight against poverty or the fight for health in the world. These are aims necessary to support. And that's why we decided maybe 15 years ago to support the American Foundation for AIDS Research. This is the biggest in the world, the Elton John AIDS Foundation, and the German foundations for AIDS, for fight against AIDS and other things. And so I think everyone has its responsibility, and we take this responsibility for us, for our company, and for myself.
That's a good message at the Christmas season. Now, Christmas here in Germany, Germans themselves love to say, is a time for what they like to call Besinnlichkeit. That's contemplation, reflection or coziness. But let's be honest, certainly in the build-up to Christmas, it can be a very stressful time. We've got this report that takes us to the eastern German city of Schwerin.
It's just before Christmas at the biggest shopping center in Schwerin in northern Germany. It seems like the whole city is trying to find parking here.
It's a disaster. It only took 2 minutes to get in, but I've been driving around in circles ever since.
This woman is impatient, but says she isn't giving up yet. And this man's parked, but isn't sure he'll live to tell the tale. Inside are 130 shops on 3 floors, and only a limited amount of time left for buying presents. Anyone who's run out of ideas can always join the queue for a gift voucher. Assistants can end up selling 500 of them per shift.
You learn to cope with the stress and keep calm, but it's not easy.
Customers have to put up with queuing for at least 30 minutes.
I'm actually in a hurry, but it's for my father, so I'll just have to wait.
Then there's all that festive food to prepare. A relaxed attitude helps avoid Christmas shopping stress.
You can't eat more than on other days, so it's manageable.
Christmas shopping, an annual ritual that everyone is glad to put behind them.
Oh, I don't agree. I don't like to get it behind me. I have to ask you one question, though, because you're the businessman. You make money out of Christmas. Is Christmas over-commercialised?
Maybe altogether it is. But it's always the same. If the people would not like it, they wouldn't do it. So maybe the people like, in the time before Christmas, this atmosphere, this shopping atmosphere, the chance to can buy all these wonderful products. Of course, we are one of the biggest producers of sweets and chocolate and the biggest in the world of Christmas and autumn specialities. So this is the time where the people buy our products because they think they belong to Christmas. And a lot of other people in other areas think the same. So that is the time where you can buy everything, and the people like to have the chance to select between a lot of things. Even if they don't buy them, they see it and they have the chance to buy it.
OK, that's Christmas now. What memories do you have of Christmas as a child? Was it very different back then?
Yes, when I was a child, I remember this Christmas in my family when we were close to the tree, and always was the discussion who has to read what we call Evangelium and all these things, who has to sing or who is allowed to sing the Christmas song and the surprise and all this. So this is what you call Besinnlichkeit. If you're a child, I think you are much more into this. And these are the memories you keep. The older you get, the more all around the Christmas becomes more important.
Now, you'll probably already know that one of the great attractions of Christmas here in Germany, apart from the Aachener Printen, is the country's magical Christmas markets. And one of the most charming is in Hermann Bühlbecker's hometown of Aachen.
By Aachen standards, the Christmas market is a newcomer at only 30 years old. But what it lacks in tradition, it makes up for in diversity, with more than 120 artisans, craftsmen and vendors peddling their Christmas wares between the City Hall and the Cathedral. The Printe, a local version of gingerbread, is the city's most famous Christmas article. Even Charlemagne is said to have enjoyed them. In the early 9th century, he ruled the Frankish Empire from his seat in Aachen. Legend has it that a Printe recipe was even placed in his grave. Today, everybody here loves them, but few know what's in them.
Can't say for sure. Cardamom?
I think there's mustard. No?
I assume wheat and ginger and stuff like that, and sugar and stuff like that. So what's in there? Is it something special?
Yummy. It tastes just like Christmas.
Christmas markets are popular everywhere in Germany. Up to 1.5 million people visit Aachen's Christmas market every year. They come in search of nostalgia, a taste of the festive season. Hartmut Gerhardt's stand features handmade candies in a variety of flavors, including cream, raspberry, and mulled wine. The ingredients consist of sugar, corn syrup, and fruit juices. Hartmut Gerhardt's inherited the recipe from his grandfather. The mixture is run through a machine that forms the bite-sized candies. The only thing missing is a little magic.
I have a magic cutter here. I say abracadabra, abracadabra. Here, you give me your hand. You say it too. Now let's see if it worked, if the magic cutter works.
Showmanship is all part of the game and the spirit of Aachen's Christmas market, under the watchful gaze of a huge Printenmann.
I was just asking Hermann Bühlbecker if he goes to the market in Aachen. Of course, he said. He's a real local boy, yeah?
Yes, especially because our company was born 1688 as a bakery on this place.
That square.
In front of this area we just saw. 1680 as a House of the Sun. It was the time of Louis XIV, the Roi de Soleil. And so it was called House of the Sun, and the sun is still in our brand.
I see. We've talked about your company. We've talked about how successful your company is, yeah? I've got the feeling that you're not the kind of person who rests on his laurels. So what are your goals for the future now?
Of course, it's always a goal to grow. But if you have a more than 320 years old company, and if you are already a kind of market leader in the area where you are, Christmas cookies and bakery products at that time, then you have a big aim to maintain, to keep what you have. You have something for a long time. And so it sounds very conservative, but it's like this. The main approach for the future is to keep the company in the market, to keep it in the family, to keep it like it is, and of course to grow and to make it more international. We are already in America and a lot of countries all over the world, and that is maybe the best chance to grow, to be international.
OK, that's the way your company is going forward, or you hope your company is going to go forward. Just tell me, for the coming year, 2011, because after Christmas comes New Year, in which area would you most like to see Germany making a step forward?
The country Germany.
Yeah.
Not my company,
no,
the whole country. Country Germany. I think it would be nice if we would come more optimistic, more positive, because the chiffres are already relatively good. If you look around, Germany is on a good way.
Yeah.
But mentally, we are not on that way. So really, because they always look what the others are doing bad. So I think we should go positive. We should do something. And of course, we should support a little bit those countries in the world which are far behind us. And we support Africa and all these countries more than ever.
That's a great wish for Christmas and the New Year. We're going to wind up now with our Talking Germany quick quiz, the traditional quiz at the end of the show. Glühwein or fruit juice? You're a very healthy fellow.
I prefer Glühwein.
Good for you. Are you a public person or a private person?
I keep my private life private and my public life public.
That was very much the impression I had, yeah? Thus the question. Tradition or commerce?
Tradition.
Cosy Christmas or big party Christmas?
Cozy Christmas, after a long time of work.
And this one, presents. Do you prefer giving or getting?
Giving.
He could have said getting, yeah. I like getting presents, I have to say. He's been a great guest, the Cookie King, yeah? Hermann Bühlbecker. I've enjoyed his company very, very much indeed on this Christmas edition of Talking Germany. If you have too, then come back next week. Cheers.